So as you can see, I mean, those two hexi-fuel elements are giving off a ridiculous flame now. I thought we'd need two. Clearly we needed one to cook a meal with. Good nuts, Tom?
I'm pretty good, these nuts. I'm quite happy with them.
Does look like your arm's on fire there, you know. Hi there, welcome to another episode of Airsoft Action TV. I'm Gareth, Gadge Harvey.
And I'm Tom, Anvil Hibberd.
In a previous ration pack episode, we looked at one of the Lithuanian packs that Pine Tree sent to us, and we said we'd try and cook it in the field. But do you know, it's a really nice day, so we're going to cook it in the garden, but we're going to do it as if we were in the field.
So here we are underneath the Airsoft Action basher in the Airsoft Action office garden, and we're just going to quickly run through the contents of this ration pack.
So the main meal was a chicken and buckwheat sort of like individual meal. So I remember, because we actually found the ingredients list. Regular viewers will notice that we couldn't remember what it was last time because we don't read Lithuanian, but it actually tells you there. Some matches, which will become useful later. We have a cherry vitamin C drink. Flameless cooker. I love these things. They're great.
Awesome.
Yeah. We've got some lemon fresh sanitising wipe.
Handy wipey thing.
Handy wipey thing.
Handy wipey thing.
Alright, we've got a chocolate bar.
You sure that's chocolate, Gadge?
It's
Is
a
it
bit mushy,
like Nutella or something?
I think it might have got left out in the sun, that.
Oh man. Oh, well, we'll have to eat that quick.
Okay, individual hexi-fuel in 3 little tablets. Some honey. Some biscuits for the honey.
Well, those biscuits are a bit scary, aren't they? They're like hardtack or something.
Yeah, like something hobbits would eat on the way to Mordor or something like that. Lembas bread. Spoon.
Is it a good race? Oh, it's a bit on the...
It's a bit on the flimsy side, but to be honest, you've probably got your own metal or hard plastic spork. And then we have what looks like chicken broth.
Yeah.
Lots of soups and ration packs back in the day, less of them now. Hazelnuts. Not mad on nuts, but you can try them, mate.
Yeah.
And we've got a big container of sugar for your brew kit and your drinks. I think that, Tom, is everything.
Right, so what we should probably do is get the main meal cooking, and then we can try some of the other stuff and get the drinks ready.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Right, so we need some flameless heater for the main meal?
Flameless heater for the main meal. So you want to get that going, Gadge?
Okay. Right, so as with the ones we used previously, when we used US MRE ones, we're going to look at the fill to level. It's always a lot less water than you'd expect, isn't it?
People put too much in and then
wonder why they don't work.
Yeah.
So tear the top off. Make sure that heating element is all the way to the bottom.
Put that in first and then put the...
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? Yeah, it actually does say put the food in first.
You may hear some noises from our tactical greyhound who's out enjoying the sunshine with us.
Right, now let's pour a bit of water in.
Isn't that amazing? It's about it.
Yeah,
It's very little.
hardly anything. A couple of sips for it.
Probably use the Airsoft Action mug here.
I'm going to fold that over. Make sure those fuel elements are nice and fizzy. And then
I'll prop it on the...
prop it on the mug.
Prop it on the... It can be a rock or something.
And that usually takes 5 to 10 minutes to heat, so...
Cool, so should we make some drinks while we're here?
Yeah, why not?
So we have cherry flavour instant drink with vitamin C.
Oh, that sounds alright to me.
Does it tell us how much water we need to put in?
I think it's we dilute to taste, I'd imagine. Usually, I put one of those in on a British ration pack with a full water bottle's worth.
Okay, so about a pint.
Yeah, so I'd start with a little bit and then...
Oh look, that's really...
Oh, it reminds me of popping candy when you're a kid.
They're really granular.
Let's see if it tastes like popping candy. That's quite cool, actually.
It's basically,
I could eat that as a sweet.
It's basically sugar with a...
That's fizzing away.
See that? So there we go. Give that a good old stir.
Right, it's going to take ages to dissolve it all.
That's got really good. Yeah.
I've spilled cherry all over.
Great big lumps.
Right, I think we're actually good there, actually, to be honest. Not too bad. Just have a taste of that. Could do with being a bit stronger, actually, Tom. I think that's... Alright, overkill.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, that's builder strength. very good, isn't it? Yeah, that's really nice actually. That tastes like a proper, like, you know, squash drink you get from a corner shop or whatever. It doesn't taste like Screech used to, doesn't it? You go,
Oh, see, I really like Screech, but I'm a bit of a freak. Would you like a delicious honey-covered biscuit?
a bit of lambas. Yeah, go on then. Not going to Isengard though, are we?
Oh, it's a scary place. It's full of orcs. Oh, it's great.
Oh, the honey's all gone a bit. It's not really runny honey, is it? It's more of your solid type.
Well, that's probably going to make it go. Have a go on that.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'll bleep that out later. Right. My teeth aren't the strongest
Well,
in the world.
these Russian style biscuits are notoriously tough, and they can go rancid.
They are a bit like crackers that have been in the cupboard. You know the ones you find after Christmas that no one ate, and they've been there for about a month.
Well, I think they're twice baked. That's like proper old school hardtack.
Honestly, I think I'd have to soak that.
We'll try
We'll
it later with the famous ration here.
I mean, I've not got terrible teeth, but I'm worried I'll break a tooth or lose a filling on that. It's not terrible. It's just bloody tough. But the honey is lovely. Yeah, right, point proven.
Would you like a delicious hazelnut?
Yeah, go on then. I'm not a massive hazelnut fan, but I'll try one.
Try to get into the packet.
Oh, will you open that? I'll open the chocolate bar. Or the chocolate spread. Oh, no.
Oh, delicious, Gad.
I'm going to have a little bite of that then.
I've got a cunning clam.
That's nice though.
I've got a really cunning clam.
You're going to need one of these handy fresh wipes.
No, I'm going to handy.
That's actually like very good quality dark chocolate. That tastes beautiful.
Not bad chocolate, is it?
Not bad at all, that.
We're good friends, aren't we?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, we're going everywhere. Okay, we'll probably be having an admin crisis here if we're in the field. Yeah, I like that. I wonder who actually makes that. Well, I'm not going to get it in the UK, but
It's decent chocolate, isn't it?
it's pretty good. Okay, so ancillaries are all pretty tasty. Yeah. Here's
So,
some.
our glamorous assistant tells us, Gadge, we actually do need to deploy the refreshing towel.
Any better? So, in the ancillaries so far are all really nice. The biscuits are a bit tough, but again, they've got to stay in, like, you know, stores for a long time. So you don't want them being too. Cheers, mate. You don't want them being too fragile and too easy to go off. So far, my least favourite bit.
It's a biscuit.
But we'll see what everything else tastes
They
like
are.
in a second. So.
Well, they're down at, well, they call them rusks. So
Yeah. If you gave a baby those, they'd probably end up dying.
I think they have a good suck on them, wouldn't they?
Right, so
We have a pack of sugar, which I'm not entirely sure.
I think that's if you were making your own coffees and teas,
Okay.
maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, we don't have any. There's no coffee or tea, is there?
Now, that's still brewing away nicely. The one thing I'm dubious about in this ration pack is in the British Army we had a foldable metal hexi stove that you put these little hexi tablets underneath it. That'd be great. This is a portable little metal one that you're supposed to fold up yourself. It's a nice idea. I'm just wondering if it's actually going to work.
Well,
and if it's going to support our bowl and the water we're going to make our chicken broth in.
Oh, I made a boo-boo. It's a bit scary. It's a bit sharp.
You wouldn't want to cut your fingers open in a dirty trench somewhere with that, but, you know. Okay, so that's going to take the weight of that with a bit of water in it, I'd have thought. We've got some individual hexi fuel.
What do you reckon? 1, 2?
Give it 2. Just give it a go. Now, bear in mind, readers who haven't used hexi, you do want to do this outdoors. Hexagon gives off fairly poisonous fumes. It's well ventilated here, we're pretty safe, but you can make yourself feel a bit sick if you do this in an unventilated area, so safety first, as they quite often say.
We'll see how we go.
Also, never get your hexi mixed up with your Kendallmint cake. That can be really bad.
Unless you don't like the small children you're having to deal with in hot places.
Not that we know anyone who's ever done that.
No squaddy has ever. That's why we struggle to light it. No squaddy has ever given
Try it from underneath the little vent holes.
hexi tabs away.
Oh, it's going. You just can't see it. It's like hexi sometimes burns with almost like an invisible flame of it.
So we'll give that a minute or two.
Yep. That's still, oh, that's red hot now on the
So let
boil bag.
I open the top and we'll let it.
Yeah, we'll let it cool a
vent
little
for
bit.
Yeah, that's off.
Right, so
how much? Okay, chicken soup.
again, I think that's going to be dilute to taste.
Have we got any cunning instructions? We've got there is an instructional leaflet somewhere, but it's probably in Lithuanian.
Yeah, but I think that one's gone actually. So let's get that going, shall we, before we get too much fuel used up. Okay.
Delicious.
That should probably do it, I'd have thought. Well, nice and balanced. Doesn't really want to stay there right now. Got it?
Get really smooth fast, Gadge.
Yeah. You've got the plastic fork to give it a bit of a... Now...
The one's covered in honey.
I can live with that. Again, bear in mind, we're doing this on the office garden table. Trying to do this in a trench with a mess tin, you can have just as much faffing around, to be honest. But it's not difficult, really, is it? It's no crisis. It's not like cooking on a kitchen stove. No, I've never liked using Hexie personally.
Do you not?
No.
What did you?
I used to buy a load of the MRE heaters.
Oh, did you?
On like the army surplus, like
Yeah.
shops. Just use those because you could, rather than carrying a bluet stove or a jet boil or whatever, you could just carry about 40 of those if you needed to. They don't weigh anything. So I'd have 1 or 2 in my actual webbing, and then 3 or 4 in my Virgin that I'd pack, depending on the exercise, you know. So you can smell that Hexie from here. Yeah.
Is that bringing back memories?
A little bit, yeah. Cold, wet trenches in Wales.
That's all dissolved in now, Gadge.
Brewing enough Hexie water to sort of heat your ration pack and then shaving what was left afterwards. Because when you actually use the foil containers these come in, if you actually heat them in a bowl, you can't use that water afterwards because quite often the foil gives off.
It's a slightly strange herbal taste to these.
Are we trying on that?
Have a nibble without any honey on.
Okay. Right, we can break a bit off then. Tastes a bit like North chicken stock.
It's probably pretty much what it is. Oh, sorry, apologise.
You know, if you're doing like a chicken casserole or something, you want to give it a bit more chicken to it. It's kind of like that. It's not bad. How warm are we getting?
Actually, it's edible.
Yeah, let's try a bit.
Extremely salty.
Let's try and get a herby bit. Might want to have a bit more water than if it's too salty. Actually, though, if you've been sweating and you want to replace your salt, that'd be quite good.
Not a bad thing.
It's actually really tasty. Again, British Army Ration Pack soups are always a bit minging, but that is actually quite nice. So far we've eaten all the ancillaries and everything but the main meal. Now we haven't touched on the sugar because, to be honest, the cherry drink is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The honey's incredibly sweet. Unless I brought my own coffee or tea with me, I can't see why I'd actually need that sugar. But again, it's a vital form from energy. If you're really struggling on it,
down your face,
yeah, operation exercise, you just eat it, you know. So we're now going to look at this chicken and buckwheat main meal, and it's very hot to the touch at the moment. So, Tom, if you want to do the honours, just rest it in there.
Well, we can always pour it in here.
Can do. It might be a bit chicken tasting with the.
Oh well.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, there's some serious chunks of chicken in there.
Sure,
It's not just chicken flavour, but
quite what I was expecting. But here we've got buckwheat porridge, big lumps of chicken.
Smells pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, right, well, Gadge.
Okay, I'll give this a go. So let's get a representative bit with a bit of chicken.
I've had some buckwheat
porridge
in Russian rations. I actually quite enjoyed it.
That is not bad. It reminds me a little bit, and again I'm harking back to my own experience here, in ration packs you used to get a chicken and herb paste. Now that was horrible because it was swimming in grease, but the actual taste is very similar to that. And it's the buckwheat's really soft. It's like a well-boiled rice rather than, you know, a crunchy grain or anything like that. It's I could happily eat that.
I'd eat that. I wouldn't.
On exercise meal sim, middle of a long game.
That would be really good at the end of the day. It's really warming and filling.
It's not too stodgy.
No.
It's not swimming in grease either. Like a lot of ration packs preserve them. There's a lot of oil, and they're bright orange, and they just look like they come from like the preservative factory. Whereas that actually looks relatively fresh. could even combine it with that chicken broth. I think might be
part of the point.
Yeah, maybe we missed the point there. You know?
Let's just try a bit on a biscuit. Quite good. Try a little bit.
Yeah, break a bit off so I don't break a tooth. And then, by the way, most people will probably be fine with this. It's just me and my terrible dental problem. Yeah, it works.
Well, these are legendary. They're kind of, I think they almost call them tank armour. In some.
Oh, there's a little bit of chicken skin there. Don't you want that bit?
In some nations.
Tank armour.
Tank armour. That's right. So what do we reckon overall? So that was you'd get 3 of these meals if you're a Lithuanian soldier per day.
That's a lot, really. That's pretty impressive. I don't know what the rest of the menus are like, but if there's anything to go by with that, that's a good, tasty main meal. If I'd been gaming all day and we broke for lunch and I had that as my actual snack for the day, wouldn't be unhappy, wouldn't be feeling hungry afterwards.
No.
I mean, I've not really had a big breakfast today. It's about lunchtime. We're sharing that. It's actually quite filling anyway.
I'm really pleased. I think these are great. They're quite hard to get hold of, Lithuanian ones. If you do, give them a go. I think they're pretty awesome, aren't they? So this has been another episode of Airsoft Action TV. I'm Tom Anvil Hibberd.
I'm Gareth, Gadge and Harvey.
Have you eaten army rations? Have you eaten any really weird army rations? If you have, please let us know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, ding that bell, and we'll see you next time.